Hello, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to our scholarships live chat here at Gadsden State. We are talking through our 2023 graduating high school senior scholarship opportunities. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to our scholarships. And I am one of the enrollment specialists here at Gadsden State. Our enrollment services team is here to help. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to our scholarships, and I am one of the enrollment specialists. Your point of contact for the enrollment process. So, before we get started on the live chat, just a couple of housekeeping items. If you guys have any questions while you're rolling through the chat, you can drop those in there for us. Today, the three things that we are going to be talking about for you guys. The first things, the types of scholarships that we have for our 2023 graduating high school seniors, the process, the steps that you'll need to take to actually apply for the scholarships, and then some important dates for you graduating high school seniors. We know that graduation is coming up on you pretty fast, and there's a lot to keep up with, so we wanted to go over those important dates with you during this chat as well. So again, if you have questions, feel free to drop those in the chat, and we will get started with the different scholarship opportunities that we have here at Gadsden State. So, over 70% of our Gadsden State students receive some type of financial aid. So this includes scholarships, grants, and work study opportunities. So that lets you know that there's plenty of opportunities out there, and a majority of our students do qualify for those. When we're talking about paying for college, one of the things that helps Gadsden State stand apart is our affordable tuition rate. We have one of the lowest tuition rates in the entire state of Alabama, and we have plenty of aid options for our students as well. So our current tuition rate is $166 per credit hour for in-state tuition. If you're enrolled for 12 credit hours, which is full-time, that is right under $2,000 per semester. One of the benefits, the nice things about Gadsden State, are there are no additional college-wide fees. So how to get your tuition? All you have to do is multiply $166 by the number of credit hours that you're registered for, and that is how much you owe. It's very straightforward, no additional college-wide fees. Also, our student ID and our parking decals are free as well. So we've talked a little bit about the cost. Now we want to talk a little bit about financial aid options. I'm sure that you guys as high school seniors has heard of the FAFSA before. FAFSA stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid, and that's important because it lets you know if you are eligible for grants and work study opportunities to help you pay for college. When you fill out your FAFSA application, be sure to add Gadsden State school code to your FAFSA application, and what that does is it makes sure that our financial aid office receives your information and they can process your award. So for just a little bit more context about how affordable Gadsden State is, as far as Pell Grants go, those are our favorite types of financial aid because that is free money that you do not have to pay back for college. You can be eligible for different amounts of Pell Grant, but if you are eligible for the full amount, it is right around $3,000 a semester for this semester. And you'll notice that our tuition rates are so affordable that Pell Grants will cover, if you're eligible for the full amount, your tuition. You'll even have a little bit left over for books. So again, very affordable. And then those aid options are there to help you. So the FAFSA, outside scholarships, and the thing that we really want to talk about today is our Gadsden State scholarships. Something else to keep in mind is that you are able to use different aid options. You can stack them, is kind of the term that we like to use. So you can stack your scholarships and your FAFSA. So what I like to say is the more of other people's money that you can spend to go to college, the better. So the more grants, the more scholarships, the less you have to pay out of pocket, the better. So that's my little bit on tuition and aid options. We will get into the 10 different scholarship opportunities that we have for our graduating high school seniors. So what we'll do Here is the list of the 10 types of scholarships for our graduating high school seniors. We're just going to run through briefly and I'll describe them for you. So the first one we have is our Presidential Scholarship. This scholarship is for students with a high school GPA of 90 or above, and we do look at ACT scores for this one as well. So this one is heavily focused on academics. The next scholarship opportunity that we have is our Honors Scholarship. So these are for students who are interested in our honors program, which is a cohort of students who do service projects in addition to taking special honors classes. So for this scholarship opportunity, we're looking at students with a high school GPA of 85 or above and a 24 on the ACT. For this particular scholarship, you do have to submit a statement of interest and an essay for the honors scholarship. The next scholarship opportunity we have is our Dual Enrollment Achievement Scholarship. This scholarship is for students who took dual enrollment classes through Gadsden State. For this, we are looking for students who have completed 23 credit hours of dual enrollment coursework at Gadsden State. The next scholarship opportunity we have is our Technical Scholarship. So at Gadsden State, we have 15 different technical programs, all the way from auto service, auto collision, electrical, mechatronics, all the way down through welding. So 15 different 15 different programs that make you eligible for our technical scholarship. So you must be going into one of those technical fields to be eligible for the technical scholarship. Students cannot be general studies majors or undeclared majors to be in the technical scholarship pool. You do have to be interested in one of those 15 technical degree or certificate programs. We also have athletic scholarships at Gadsden State. If you are interested in competing in athletics at the community college level, at Gadsden State, we have men's and women's basketball, men's tennis, women's volleyball. We have men's and women's cross country. And starting next year, we are also adding baseball and softball back to our Cardinal Athletics, and we are super excited about that. The athletic scholarships are awarded through various tryouts, and so you would need to contact your individual sport coach to participate in the recruitment process for our athletic scholarships. The next scholarship opportunity that we have at Gadsden State is our health science scholarships. So health science scholarships are awarded to students who have declared a health science major. This one is a little tricky because a lot of students who are applying for programs such as nursing or DMS are still considered general studies majors because they're busy taking those prerequisite classes that they need to apply to these programs that are selective admission. So health science programs are for students who have declared a health science major and have been accepted to the program that they're interested in. The next scholarship opportunity that we have is our HBCU Minority Scholarship. So our Valley Street campus in Gadsden is recognized as an HBCU. I recently learned that we are only one of about 12 HBCU community colleges in the entire United States, which is very cool. So we are pleased to be able to offer these scholarships to minority students. Preference is given to students who are at Valley Street campus. So if you're interested, minority HBCU scholarship. The next scholarship opportunity is our Ambassador Scholarship. So at Gadsden State, we have a student organization called the Gadsden State Ambassadors. They are known as the face of the college. So they assist our enrollment services team in our recruitment efforts. So they do things like helping out at college fairs. Giving campus tours is a big thing that our ambassadors help us with. If you've ever been to campus, our student ambassadors are the ones who show you around. So these scholarships are awarded in exchange to students for their service to the college in our ambassador program. So for the ambassador scholarship, there is a 500-word essay that you have to explain why you would be a good Gadsden State ambassador, why you would be a good face of the college. We also require a recommendation letter and a resume for these applicants. Things that are selection criteria for ambassadors include academic merit, participation in clubs and activities at the high school level, extracurricular activities, sports, things like that. And students will be selected for an interview with the ambassador committee as part of that process. So it is kind of a two-step process, but it is a fantastic student organization to get involved with, to build your resume when you go to apply for transfer scholarships or jobs. So ambassadors is a really good way to get involved on campus. The next scholarship opportunity, we have performing arts scholarships. So at Gadsden State, we have our Gadsden State Show Band, we have our Gadsden State A Cappella Choir, and the Gadsden State Singers. We also have a budding theater program. So if you are interested in any of those scholarships, those are awarded on the basis of portfolio or audition. We do have the dates for those auditions. So if you're interested in show band, choir, or theater, if you will drop a note in the chat and one of us will get back with you with the contact information to set up your audition. So performing arts, another good way to get involved with student life at Gadsden State. All right, so the 10th and final scholarship opportunity we have is our Start Strong Scholarship. Now would be a good time to signal the celebration noises, because if you are a 2023 high school graduate, you are eligible for the Start Strong Scholarship. That is the only requirement. Just be a 2023 high school graduate. Enroll at Gadsden State for full-time 12 credit hours starting in fall 2023. And this scholarship will cover 6 of those 12 credit hours. So in other words, it is a half tuition scholarship for the fall and spring of your first year of study. So this scholarship is worth almost $2,000 right off the bat. All you have to do is apply for the scholarship on our scholarship application. So again, a fantastic opportunity. Even if none of the other scholarships sounded appealing to you, at a minimum, apply for the Start Strong Scholarship. So now that we have discussed all of the scholarship opportunities, you may be wondering to yourself, well, how do I apply for those scholarships? Fantastic news. That is the next little segment that we will cover, is how to apply for our scholarships. So our application is an online application. To get to it, you'll just visit gadsdenstate.edu/scholarships. So when you enter that address into your browser, your screen will look just like this. You'll notice that there are 2 red buttons with 2 different applications. So those of you who are 2023 graduating high school seniors, we want the application on the right that says 2023 graduating high school senior application. The other one is for our current college students. You guys can apply for that later on in the future, but the one that I just described, the 10 opportunities for, 2023 graduating high school senior application button on your right. So when you click that button, you will be directed to a page that says Dynamic Forms. So this is the software that our financial aid office uses to manage our scholarship applications. This is not the same account that you used when you applied for admission to Gadsden State. So 2 separate softwares, 2 separate logins that you'll have to create. So if you've never been here before, you've never applied for scholarships, you're going to click the Create New Account button there at the bottom of the screen, and you will go through the whole process of setting up a username and a password, and then it will send you a link to your email so that you can verify your account. So once you do that, click on that link again. It will bring you to this page. And I do apologize for the blurriness, but this is just to show you what it looks like once you've accessed the application. So the first 2 pages of the scholarship application are just informational. So they have the types of scholarship opportunities that you can apply for, and then all of the requirements for the scholarship as well. So you'll just click the next button at the bottom of those first 2 pages, the 2 informational pages, and then it will bring you to page 3. So this is the actual page where you will start typing your information and completing the application. And again, this is an old screenshot. Please disregard that. The 2023 application looks just like it. So section 1 is personal information. So you will complete all of this information clearly, correctly, make sure that you don't miss anything. It's really important that we can match this up to you in our system. If you are interested in a technical scholarship, make sure that you have a technical program listed as your major or program of study. And FAFSA application, we talked about those Pell Grants being important. Make sure that you have already completed your FAFSA application for scholarships. Section 2 is scholarship information. So on this part of the application, you will see the 10 different scholarship opportunities that we have for you to apply for. So you'll notice that beside each scholarship type, there is a checkbox. So in order to apply for a scholarship, you will want to check the box beside each type of scholarship that you want to be considered for. So if you're applying for multiple scholarships, you will have multiple checkboxes on this application. Everybody, check that Start Strong box. Don't forget that. That is very important. Also, if you are applying for a scholarship that requires an essay, when you check the box, a little upload file button will appear after you check the box for you to upload the required essay for that particular scholarship type, excuse me. So this is section 1 and 2, your personal information, scholarship information. So part 3 down at the bottom is really where you make your case for the scholarship. So section 3, student information. The first thing that you'll notice is a big empty text box. So I want you guys to fill this box with everything that you've done in high school, grades 9 through 12. So sports, clubs, if you had a leadership position in a sport, if you're a captain, or if you were a club president, secretary, all of those things, list those. Community activities that you've done, volunteer work, service projects that you've participated in, any employment that you have participated in during your high school years. Basically, what you're doing in this box is telling the scholarship committee who you are and why you deserve the scholarship. They're going to see hundreds of applications, so you want to explain everything that sets you apart from other students and why you deserve the scholarship. So the scholarship committee has no idea who you are. They're only going to know what you tell them on this application. So it's very important that you're very thorough in this section. Include all of your activities, honors clubs, all that good stuff from your high school career. You'll list your high school and your anticipated graduation date. The next thing you'll notice is your high school GPA on a 100-point scale. So this is very important. Many of you are probably familiar with a 4-point scale, but please do not enter 4.0 in this field. It will look like your GPA is a 40 out of 100, which is not as great as a 4.0 is. So make sure that if you're not sure about how that converts, ask your high school counselor, and that person will be able to help you with that. But the reason that we do the 100-point scale is because different high schools weight their GPAs different ways, and we want to make sure that this is fair as possible, and the 100-point scale is the most fair way to do that. The next section you'll notice is transcript upload. So one of the requirements for the scholarship is that you must include your transcript from your 9th grade through the last semester of your 11th grade year. So there are 2 ways that you can submit your transcript with your scholarship application. The first one is to upload a PDF file of your transcripts. A lot of times you may have access to this through your student information system, or you might email your counselor and ask him or her to send a PDF file to you so that you can upload it with the application. The second way that you can submit your transcript is through an electronic transcript service we use called Parchment. So Parchment, you'll know if your school uses it or not, or you could ask your counselor, but this is a way that you can send your transcript electronically directly to our Gadsden State account, and they will receive it. So if you choose to send your transcript through Parchment, all you have to do is check the box. If you check the box, make sure that you've already sent it through Parchment. I would hate for you to check the box and then forget to send your transcript. So make sure that you choose one of those 2 methods to upload your transcript. The next thing we'll need to complete your application is your ACT score. So in this text box, the only thing you need to do is list your composite score. So 18, 20, 24, just the whole number that is your composite ACT score goes in that box. And then on the right, you will provide ACT verification. So a lot of times the easiest way to accomplish this is to log into your ACT.org account and take a screenshot of your ACT score. So make sure that that screenshot has your composite score, your full name, and the ACT logo, and then you can just upload that screenshot right there to your scholarship application. So the next little part on the application is our optional additional document uploads. So you might be thinking to yourself, well, I've already given you my transcripts, my ACT score, what else do I need? So some things that would be good to include down here, a resume. I know that you've listed your information up in that big empty text box in the highlight reel, but your resume that you might have created in school would be a fantastic thing to upload right there. Those are usually easier to read than the text box, so your nice formatting can shine through when you upload your resume. And then the other thing that is good to consider is a reference letter. So if you have a teacher or a coach or a club sponsor or your band director, perhaps someone at your church that you're involved with, maybe an employer even, all those things would be a good option. You can ask them to write a reference letter in support of your scholarship application, having someone else, vouch for your good qualities and the things that you've done in high school. Both of those things look fantastic. As I mentioned, our scholarships are very competitive. So anything that you can do to support your application and help yourself stand out would be fantastic. All right, and so that is the first three sections of the scholarship application. Now we've made it to section 4, student acknowledgments. So this is kind of the fine print for the scholarship application. I know maybe whenever we get an iOS update or an app update on our phone, we might just agree to the terms without reading them. But it really is important that you read these acknowledgments here at the bottom of our scholarship application. As you click them, several more will pop up. But we just want to be absolutely sure that you understand a few things. So the first thing is that you only get one scholarship submission. So you can only submit your scholarship application one time. Once you hit the submit button at the bottom of the application and you electronically sign it, you cannot go back and make changes to that application. So before you submit your scholarship application, it is very important to make sure that it is correct and it is complete, that you have uploaded everything that you need to upload, that you have applied for all of the scholarships that you want to apply for. So if you're applying for 3 different scholarships, you should have 3 check boxes on that application. It is not a separate application for each one. There are all 3 on the one application. So make sure if you're applying for multiples that you check multiple boxes. If you started your application and then you got in here and you realize, well, I don't have my transcript just yet, or I don't have my ACT score, or maybe I'm going to ask my teacher to write me a letter of reference, you can save your progress. So if you've started the application and you're not done yet, you can hit the Save Progress button at the bottom of the screen, and then you'll log out. So that saves your progress to that point, and you can log back in to your account, your Dynamic Forms account, by going back to the scholarships page on the website and clicking the link in step 2. That will log you or give you the opportunity to log in that Dynamic Forms account that you created. So make sure that you write down your Dynamic Forms username and password, or put it in your phone or something so that you can return to your scholarship application if you need to. But if you are done, you have everything, all hearts and minds at ease, you will check all of those acknowledgement boxes, click the next button, and then the final screen, you just electronically sign the scholarship application by typing your name. So not too bad. Once you have all of your stuff together, is kind of the most difficult part, is gathering the different parts of the application. But once you actually do it, it's actually, it doesn't take that long to complete. So got that scholarship application talked through. The last thing before we go is I wanted to talk to you guys about some important dates that we have coming up for our graduating high school seniors. So 3 things that are currently open that you need to be working on. Number 1, your 2023 or your fall 2023 admissions application for Gadsden State. So make sure that you have applied for admission to the college. The second thing you want to do is make sure that you have completed your 23-24 FAFSA application. Again, that's what lets you know if you're eligible for Pell Grants and things like that. And then the third thing is the scholarship application that we're talking through. It's open now, but the deadline to apply, March 1st. So we've got a little bit over a week, it's a little over 2 weeks before the deadline. Your application must be submitted by March 1st. So if you started it and you saved it, don't forget to come back to it and make sure that it is submitted by that March 1st deadline. So after we turn our scholarships in, the next things we have on the calendar, preview days at Gadsden State. So preview days are an opportunity for prospective students to come to campus, learn more about our programs that we have, take a campus tour, get to interact with other Gadsden State students and our faculty members. It is a really good opportunity to ask any questions and kind of experience Gadsden State for yourself. So registration for preview day is open now. I'll show you a QR code in just a moment that you can register for preview day. If you would like to bring family members, they are welcome to attend. If you want to bring your friends, make a day of it. We'll provide an excuse for you in your preview day bag so that you can prove that you were at preview day to take back to your school. So bring your friends, bring your family. We would love to see you on our campus. Also, during preview day week is when our Cardinal Commit registration opens. So Cardinal Commit is our new student orientation that we host over the summer. The dates for that are June 19th through the 24th. So you can register, you can save your spot for Cardinal Commit at starting preview day week, March 13th. And then registration for fall opens June 26th. But if you're a new student and you attend Cardinal Commit, guess what? You get to register for classes just a little bit early. Not a whole lot, about a week or so. But that is kind of a benefit of coming to Gadsden State, not coming to Gadsden State. There are a lot of benefits to coming to Gadsden State. Benefits for coming to Cardinal Commit is to get that little bit of head start on your registration for your fall classes. Some of those online classes tend to fill up a little quickly. Some of those later morning classes tend to fill a little quickly because people like to sleep a little later. So come to Cardinal Commit, get a little bit of a head start on your fall registration. All right, so those are our important dates. If y'all want to take a picture of that so that you'll have that to refer back to. The next thing I have for you guys is the QR code for our preview day registration. So if you'll scan that, you can register for our preview day. March 13th is a Monday. We'll be in our Gadsden State Cherokee campus and center. Tuesday, March 14th, we'll be at our Valley Street campus in Gadsden. Wednesday, March 15th, we will be at the Ayers campus in Anniston. And finally, last but not least, Thursday, March 16th, Wallace Drive campus and East Broad campuses in Gadsden. Those events are 9 a.m. to noon. The doors will open at 8:30. And if you've got any questions about preview day, you can drop those in the chat as well. All right, so if you have any questions, like I said, we will be answering those in the chat. So drop those in there. We'll be happy to answer them for you. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to attend our scholarships live chat today. We hope you learned something about our scholarship opportunities that we have. Maybe learned a tip or a trick for actually completing your application, and then hopefully got a good rundown of the upcoming dates that we have for our graduating high school seniors. So again, thank you so much for taking the time to stop by. We really appreciate you. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to your enrollment specialist.